What's up, guys? Different microphone location for today, but it's necessary because I have a new video idea and it's just chilling and talking about this magazine, and specifically this Deftones magazine from the year 2001. I wanted to make another video today and I just thought of looking through this magazine I bought recently. Usually I don't really just chill and talk about magazines and stuff. I made one video on my whole magazine collection, but this is definitely going to be a little bit different. We're going to be talking about this Deftones magazine, Kerrang magazine, Life is Loud, March 24th, 2001. It was worth £1.70. I'm going to do my best to provide some good pictures so that you guys can follow along when I'm just chilling reading this thing right in front of me. So the cover is Kerrang, Deftones, School's Out, Hit the Road. Oh wait, that literally says it in a different way. School's Out, Deftones, Hit the Road. Linkin Park in murder drama, 28 Days Down Under, Homeboys, Fear Factory's rap band, At Home with Ash. You got some all-access areas with Mudvayne, The Living End, Aerosmith, Napalm Death, Rocket from the Crib, 24 Hours with Everlast. And this is very cool. I never had a Kerrang magazine before. I usually have like Spin or different type of stuff going on. So yeah, that's the cover. And I'm not really just going to show every page and read every word. I'm just going to look at cool moments and give you guys some highlights from my point of view. Oh, and for reference, I am 22 years old, born in 2001. So I wasn't even born when this was put out to the public. And obviously this is worth £1.70. So this is going to be in the UK. So a lot of England action going on here. Oh, okay. So, Deftones is on the cover and you're pretty much going to get that full new metal experience of the early 2000s and late 1990s. So it says Linkin Park murder drama, band linked to school killings. Wow, that is rough. And as I'm reading this is pretty much one of those instances where a band is linked to a shooting and they didn't really do anything. And by they, I mean Linkin Park. They didn't really do anything to influence this type of action. So that's very unfortunate that, first of all, that happened to the families and that happened with Linkin Park getting linked to something like that. And honestly, this is the first time I'm ever hearing of this shooting because I didn't really grow up during this time. And the first one I can remember when I was a little child was the Sandy Hook Elementary one. So yeah, and the Columbine one just because of how famous it was. So that is mad unfortunate. Oh wow, here's a little section saying Cornell and Rage in the Studio. So I'm guessing Rage Against the Machine and Chris Cornell. That was probably before Audioslave was a thing, so what a neat little Easter egg right there, seeing things in the future, this obviously happening in that present time. Oh, they got some small little ads of shows. You got Kid Rock History of Rock Tour, you got Sepultura, London Astoria, May 2001, that's insane. You got Mudvayne in that, very interesting to see, and you could see that some of the dates sold out, which is pretty cool. Even though I don't like Kid Rock or, I don't really listen to music like that, Sepultura though, pretty gas. And honestly, never really listened to Mudvayne like that. I believe they were on a soundtrack for WWE video game SmackDown vs. Raw. I believe I might be making that up though. For the people that were alive during 2001, March 24th to be exact, because I wasn't conscious or anything like that. I wonder what you guys were doing. Oh wow, you got a little The Offspring ad, Want You Bad, the new single out now. It includes exclusive tracks. All these tracks. The kids aren't all right live. Dude, I could totally be like a radio guy or just a voice actor. I keep telling Alexa that, but she does not have any faith in me. She does not believe in me whatsoever, but whatever. The Young and the Restless, rising new bands you must hear. Wow, that's very interesting. I've never heard of this band. And they got that 2001 new metal swag, as I can see. That's very interesting that the swag from that era is coming back, and it has been back for a little bit now. People wearing trip pants and stuff like that. Man, Alexa would have loved this episode. I probably should have chilled with her and read a magazine. Maybe we'll do that in the future. I'll be like, hey, let's read this magazine and just vibe and talk to the camera. Spanking new single, Crazy Town Butterfly. I know that song was humongous back in the day because I used to watch some MTV VH1 type of stuff and a bunch of bands were talking about that song. And I think Ozzy was talking about Crazy Town and how they were very naughty people. So that's unfortunate for everybody involved. Oh yeah, now we're at the Deftones section. Okay, let's read this. Looking like gay porn stars, having their belts stolen, eating infected cattle, doing loads of drugs. Just some of the fun waiting for the Deftones in Spain. The Deftones. Oh wow, one of the first shows Chino Moreno went to was a Depeche Mode show on the Violator tour. I did not know that. It's a cool article with the band and all the members speaking and being interviewed. That's pretty swagged out, man. And this is probably my favorite era of Deftones. They have evolved and done different sounds, but the White Pony era was really just riff infested, and I loved that energy that they still have today, but back then obviously in their prime was just insane. And I love the riffs, man. It's so fun to hear sometimes, or most of the time. I'm obviously not going to read everything on here like I've said before, but it's pretty cool to just see this era in photographs. And now we got the Linkin Park section, dude. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, Park life. Linkin Park had been dismissed as a candy-coated boy band, yet they consider their career to have been tough and dangerous. I was reading one of these earlier, one of these questions the interviewer asked Chester Bennington, and I told Alexa there was a question about tattoos asked to Chester. You've quite a collection of tattoos. What do they represent? Oh my god, that was not British at all. Chester said, they all symbolize something. My left hand has my engagement finger tattooed, and my wife has the same tattoo. And yes, we did do it before Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee. I got that done because I couldn't afford a ring, and my friend had a tattoo shop and did them for free. The flames on my arms represent the Aries part of my fire sign. Alexa liked that part. That's what I like about having some physical type of media. You just get these interviews that you don't really see online because there's no real footage of that, but you just start reading like every other person in the world would. Then you find cool Easter eggs like that, man. That's really fun. Aw, dude, this is so sick. Let me show you this. Sci-Fi Warehouse, Forbidden Planet, Home Shopping, new 100-page catalog out now. M&M figures. Okay, I was trying to show the camera, but I'm probably just going to put a picture up. This is so sick, dude. You have some M&M Slim Shady action figures. I didn't even know that existed. Okay, I'm opening this now. There's just a ton of pictures going on. Classic Trek Monopoly, Star Trek that is. Movie mouse mats. Oh wow, like mouse for your computer. Buffy 12-inch dolls. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There's a bunch of dolls from that series. You got some watches, some CDRs. What is that? Oh my god, there is so much. This is humongous. Shrek toys. You got The Simpsons. You got Spawn. That was a big movie in the 90s. I think that's kind of crazy, bro. You had to like rip out a part of this page and ship it out or something like that to get some stuff. That was so weird. I can't even imagine doing that now. Whoa, dude, you got Power Rangers in here. Everything was so much more colorful back in the day, bro. I don't understand what America did, or I guess this is in the UK, what the world has done to creativity. This is pretty badass. I'm probably going to keep that forever. We're not effing around. Here's a Mudvayne section and everybody getting ready for the show. Bunch of paint, bunch of cool color dye, hair dye. Man, I showed Alexa one of these fits and she went crazy for it. It was like overalls, as you can see, and just like swagged out, decked out in some very amazing jewelry and a bunch of accessories that a lot of people would want in their lifetime. Like I said, I never listened to Mudvayne. I don't really know anything about Mudvayne, but they are really just stepping it up in their clothing department and, you know, aura, I guess. You can't talk about nu metal and forget the Pimp Action King Size Limp Bizkit magazine. I just talked about Limp Bizkit and how they do nothing for me, but you know what? A lot of fun people listen to them, and I said that in that video, so don't forget that. I'm not a hater. Oh wow, you got a nice little crossword section. Arm yourself with a thinking cap and test your rock knowledge. Should I do one of these right now? Wheatus Bag, 27 across. Wheatus, the band. Teenage Dirtbag is probably the answer, or Dirtbag. Whoa, you got a little Jerry Cantrell section. Whiskey A Go-Go, Los Angeles, Monday, February 26th. Bro, it's so crazy. I saw him like, what, 22 years later? When did I see him? 2022? Something like that. I have fallen out of love with Alice in Chains a little bit, but the love I have for the members that were in the band, still there to this day, and Jerry Cantrell is forever a legend. AC/DC plus very special guests, The Offspring, plus Megadeth, Queens of the Stone Age, Milton Keynes Bowl, Friday, 8th June 2001, 4 p.m. Did any of you guys go there? And if you did, how did you end up on my video? Because this is crazy. There's an Aerosmith section in here, but we could just skip that because they're trash. Oh, here's a very interesting thing we could all read. Charts this week's hit list top 20 albums. Number 1, Hybrid Theory, Linkin Park. Number 2, the Marshall Mathers LP, Eminem. I'm not going to read all these, but I will find some of my favorites on here. Where can I find a banger wanger? Back to School, Mini Maggot, Deftones, 17. Very interesting to see the times change drastically, and yeah. One of my favorite things about reading in this magazine is that they have a section for the fans, I believe, and it's just fun. They show their age, they show their name, and they just give each other some like quotes that they put in the magazine. That's so badass. Gig of the week, Deftones, of course. Oh my god, I gotta burp, but I won't. Oh my god, this question's unbelievable. What kind of stage props do the Deftones have in store? Will there be an inflatable white pony rising above the stage during the encore, for example? Wonderful conversations being had. I guess Deftones was playing and Linkin Park and Taproot were supporting. That is insane. A nice little Linkin Park ad. Catch the stateside meddlers playing a one-off UK show at London Brixton Academy on June 4th. Tickets are £50. Man, I'm so bummed out. I never saw Linkin Park. Let me know if you guys seen Linkin Park in the comments. If you made it this far, you probably did not. Dude, it's so fun to see the flyers for these shows. I'm going to show you guys a photo right now. You got a Wheatus flyer, Tool, Incubus, Weezer, Cap Down, Motorhead, the Melvins. Bro, it's so colorful and bright and optimistic. Yet here we are in a colorless world. Oh man. Another thing that is one of my favorite things to look at in magazines is the buying clothes section. They show you some clothes. Do you want to buy it? Well, you can probably buy it. One of these cases, Keep Music Evil. LOL, that's hilarious. You got a Batman video game? Stop it. A scary skeleton little version of South Park's Kenny. This skeletal wind-up toy glows in the dark too. Do you guys have that? Probably not, but I feel like one of you guys might have it. And the last page is, once again, Crazy Town, which sucks, but there they are. The back of the magazine's pretty cool too. Ozfest 2001, Black Sabbath, the original Black Sabbath, Slipknot, Tool, Papa Roach, Soulfly, Amen, Disturbed. Dude, just a bunch of bands. 2001, May. Wow, that was like a couple months before my birthday, September 21st, 2001. And that pretty much wraps up the chill session. Did you guys enjoy that? Did you hate it? Was it boring? Well, I wanted to get another vid out because, I just wanted to chill and talk about music. I like magazines and I want to make videos like that, but maybe you guys aren't interested in it like I am, but it was fun nonetheless. I hope you guys had a good time. And if you didn't, sorry for wasting your time. Please like, please subscribe. Please keep the music alive. Deftones will never die.